Mr. Sports Travel coming at you on Saturday, September 24th, 2022. A couple hours before kickoff, outside in the frozen tundra of Barrow, Alaska. Right now, I'm in the warm and friendly confines of the Barrow High School Gymnasium in Barrow, Alaska. 300 miles, make that 330 miles, north of the Arctic Circle. Here's the official ball, the Alaska School Activities Association. And while I'm near the camera, may I remind you, I am the greatest sports traveler of all time. And in honor of Mom and Ali, I'm still pretty. Even at 50, look at me, still pretty and the greatest. And how many sports travelers do you know that have seen a sporting event or will see a sporting event when the football game kicks off at noon today? Not too many, because getting to Barrow is a adventure in and of itself. So we are 330 miles north of the Arctic Circle. Every school, every high school that has to come to Barrow to compete has to fly here. They have to fly. There's no roads to get here. And they're not taking a ship on the Arctic Circle, so they're flying. And I flew yesterday with on the flight, Alaska Air flight from Anchorage, and the opponent today for the high school football is going to be Reddington from Wasilla, Alaska. Now, even in the wintertime, winter basketball here, high school basketball in Alaska is December, January, February, and then the playoffs are in March. So all of the opponents that play Barrow, that come to Barrow, there's only one flight a day from Anchorage, and the other parts of northern Alaska, there's flights that come in, but there's not time to turn around the same day. So the teams will actually stay at the high school for at least one night, maybe more nights if they can't fly out because of bad weather. So for example, I myself last night stayed in the band in the choral room, had the place to myself. It was beautiful. And next door to me in the auditorium is where the Reddington boys football team stayed. And then on the other side of the wall where I was is where the cheerleaders from Reddington stayed. About 7 cheerleaders made the trip, as well as, I want to say, 2 coaches. The entire traveling patty for the team from Reddington Wasilla was about 39 when you throw in coaches, team managers, medical staff, players. There's actually 22 players. So I'm here in the gymnasium. Now, Barrow football won the 2017 championship for their class. Like a lot of states, there's classes based on sizes of the school. And the story behind getting that football field built is an amazing story. I'll let you Google it to have a sense of adventure and keep your attention on this video, but it's an amazing story. And I'm going to try and shoot some video later today at the football, although the wind is supposed to be pretty vicious, so we'll see what happens. So inside the gymnasium here, the basketball program is the sport here in Barrow. And for perspective on that, last night it got dark about 8:30 p.m. Well, it's not going to be like that in December and January and February, right? There's very little light at all up here in the wintertime. It's freezing cold, below freezing, it's dark, the sun doesn't come up. So the sense of community, what brings the community together is high school basketball. And the team has won state titles here. It's been very successful. One of the players that played at Barrow actually is playing Division I basketball right now. I think he originally went to Texas and has transferred since to Hawaii. Again, I'll let you do some Googling to check that out. So I'm here in the gym having a great time. Gonna shoot some hoops here and get ready to go out and freeze my left testicle off and my right at the football game. We're gonna have some fun regardless. So I'm probably gonna pull it over here. I'm gonna shoot this video until I make one shot. And it might be an easy layup because, as many of you know, Mr. Sports Travel was a hockey player growing up in Connecticut. I never played any form of organized basketball, and when I did, I was usually the last one picked, and you're going to probably see why, because I have no skill. So let's see what I can do here. I'm going to wrap this up. Give me 1 second. Hey, made it! On my second attempt. Thank you very much for letting me do that. Over and out, onto the football game.